Welcome to F.O.S.T. I'm your host, Aaron Flowers, along with Kai Bryant, Erica Wright, and Wayne Wilson. If you don't know by now, F.O.S.T. stands for Fans Only Sports Talk. Fans talking about the sport that we love. Right now, we're talking about the NFL. The NFL. I hear an echo in my
somebody got
sound.
something else playing in the background.
Just a little bit.
Let's mute ourselves.
It's kind of slow too. And so I have to give this copyrights. We don't have the rights to any music and anything visual that you may see. We do not have the copyrights to. If you hear explicit languages, this is not for kids under the age of 18. You may hear some F words, B words, and some other words, a combination of words. It's according to who's talking and what they're trying to explain. Also, we are not journalists. We're not professionals. We're not media. We are just fans loving the sport of football. And with that being said, I want to know how y'all doing, y'all. How's y'all week been?
Everything's been everything.
Can't complain. Can't complain.
Yeah, okay.
You got-
Okay. I think Kai's on mute.
Yep,
He's
I'm
not
on
being
mute.
appropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying some stuff, but I had to mute myself. Sorry. But no, yeah, it was great. I'm just waiting for our defense coordinator to get fired. That's all. I'm just saying. When the Giants defense coordinator gets fired, I'll feel better. I shouldn't call for nobody's job fired, but because that's not cool. I hope they fire him. That somebody lose their job. I hope he get fired. Because I don't wish no ill will. I hope he get fired on nobody. I wish everybody the best. Hope he get fired.
So how do you really feel?
right.
You're being muted, my brother. You're muted, Aaron. Still muted. There you go.
Yeah, I muted myself, man. Well, getting back to talking about jobs and things of that nature and things that should be banned and, things that should not be said. Oh, Erica, what was your thoughts on your boy at the end of the game?
That was my absolute favorite. Well, no. The first part was my absolute favorite. That was my favorite though. But it was funny because you wait to the end of the game, so it's pretty much over, to want to, throw in some shots that really didn't matter because, we won the game. And then on top of it, it was just the way his whole demeanor was. It was just like you really like made it seem like y'all winning, y'all had us by something, and then you tell this man about some stats that he didn't get 100 yards. And it's like, man, we're in the game. What does it matter? What does it really matter? How many yards I got? Man, we won the game, and I'm not going to say what he said, but we won the game, bro. Like, come on. And then my favorite part was when he was literally crying on the sidelines about how we ran the tush push 7 times and made it 7 times. Sir, I'm gonna need you to calm all the way down. It's okay because if y'all were able to do it, trust me, y'all will run it forever. So we're not going to do that at all.
Well, y'all heard about the memo that was put out there, right?
Oh, it's about to be banned again.
No, No, it was a memo from the NFL to the referees, and somebody, you know how things get leaked. It got leaked that now the refs have to look for those jumping guards because a lot of times they were saying normally only one guard. That, like I'm telling you, if you hear it, it sounds stupid. Like, wait a minute. So y'all still, what you're saying is, they said normally only one guard would jump off sides, but this time both guards jumped off sides. I'm like, hold up, it don't make sense either way. How is it acceptable that normally one guard jump off side? So that was the memo put out. So now the refs have to look for it. And Aaron and I talked about that this week. How I distinctly said to him, I said they're going to look for it now. And now the memo has been put out there that they have to look for it. That they can't accept the guard jumping off sides because the media, they're looking for it now too.
Yep.
They're going to be looking every time. And the center, because they showed they watched a lot of film on it, and what they saw was there was almost always somebody jumping off sides on the Eagle side. And a lot of times the center head was over the ball. So it was like, and if you really think about it, you're cheating. I'm like, so okay, he can line up over the ball, but I can't put my hand over there. Come on now, you gotta go both ways, baby.
Oh boy.
So I'm just saying, just know they're gonna be watching for it now.
And so to piggyback off of what he just said, they had a press conference with Nick Sirianni. And Nick Sirianni they asked him, well, what about the tush push? There's been a lot of, talk about banning it or how y'all are offsides and things of that nature. And he said, he's like, being offsides is not what we're supposed to do. We need to practice this a little bit more. He's like, because now we know that everybody's looking at us, and he's like, so that play has to be done exactly right. Because if you look at it, if you're down there at the 1 yard line, the tush push is going to be good. But if you're offsides, that's 5 yards back. Now you got to kick a field goal. And so, it is, it's a unstoppable play, but it should be done the correct way. You know what I'm saying? And 7 times is a lot.
A whole lot.
It's like it is deflating to a defense when you be like, all right, we got them at 4th and 1. No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. Even if you say 4th and 2, you go, oh, no, we don't. Oh, no, we don't. 4th and 3, you might. It's according to, And so going back to what Erica was talking about, Chris Jones talking junk about it. Chris Jones going to say in the media, he's like, no, I wasn't talking to him. I was talking about my defense and how they did it 7 times and how we need to step up. Bruh, your defense, everybody else's defense
can't stop it.
And I can understand that you being upset and saying to Jalen, yeah, we held y'all to 100 yards, under 100 yards. Look, bro, Patrick Mahomes didn't get 200 yards. So, and it was a defensive game. And if you want to blame somebody, blame your old behind tight end who couldn't catch the ball. Fumble
at
thing.
the worst possible time.
Interception.
You getting mad. You in your feelings. Bro.
In your feelings.
that whole interaction reminds me when Jordan was playing back in the day and people thought they shut Jordan down, and you had the nerve to say that right in front of Jordan's face. They say, oh, really? Okay. And then in the 4th quarter he scored 20 points and you scored maybe 3 points between the 3 of you.
No, I said if Jalen Hurts would have said, if he would have said that first, yeah, we won, and then he would have said, if he would have said second, bro, you only threw for 100 yards, like to say you're not the main reason you won. Shut up. Now, if Jalen Hurts would have been talking trash first, he would have had an argument. But you brought that up. You sound dumb. Yo,
Exactly.
Yo,
you know,
it is.
What was the reason? Like,
if,
what
if
was
we
the
playing
reason?
if we playing basketball, I drop 30 and the guy defending me get 5 points. Now I dropped 30. I'm talking trash to him, but we lost by 10. I ain't got nothing to say because all he gonna do is say, "Bro, we
You
won."
still won. Like,
Exactly.
I really don't have nothing to say. Now, if he turned to me and said, "Oh, we dogged y'all," I'm like, "Dude, shut up! You only got 5 points. I dropped 30 on you. Now I
right.
got something to say." I don't know what he
Exactly.
was saying. I don't know what Jones was thinking. Dude, you should have shut up.
Jones was in his feelings, yo. He
Yeah.
was in his feelings.
Heavy, the
You know,
whole
and,
game.
and I know that this game takes a lot out of you, but he was the same dude that dropped his knees on the Super Bowl when they threw that bomb to Devontae Smith. He just dropped his knees and was like, "Yo, it's over. It's
Man,
over.
right. You know
What
the game
more
was
can
over.
he take?" Yeah. And so, Chris Jones, I'm gonna need you to just talk to your defense, man. Don't I mean, we talk trash, but you still lost the game. And there's another question, Kyle. Me and Kyle was talking about this. And since we on the Kansas City Chiefs, they have how Russ look. Can they be 0-3?
The only reason I can't agree to it because our defense coordinator's trash. Like the talent, I know we got the talent because our defense be in the backfield. Our corners can man up their corner. You see, CD wasn't doing much until the defensive coordinator kept backing up off everybody. He was an it. Oh my god. Anyway, outside of the defensive coordinator being an idiot, we have the talent. All we need is a more aggressive coordinator who knows how to use that talent. But with Kansas City, you got the coach on both sides. I'm sorry. Like, we have the talent to beat them, but I just don't know if we can because I don't know if we have the coaches to beat them.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, when you look at Kansas City and you seeing that they are on the 0-3 since the Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes did not look comfortable in that pocket. They threw so many different blitzes at Patrick Mahomes. It makes you wonder, did they really adjust the offensive line or did they not expect Philadelphia to blitz?
Oh, no, they said it was him. It wasn't even a line because if you looked at it, he had time. A lot of those throws he was rushing because he's just not comfortable. And it's like he's not used to. You got to remember, this man ain't had a good left tackle in years.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been used to just quick dropping it off. I think he has to get used to his offensive line as well. And the fact you don't have your comfort level receiver, you still down to your third, fourth, fifth receivers. Come on, it's going to take some time. And that running game is trash. And your number one, your used to be number one receiver in your tight end, washed down. Like, what is it? Dawn, Downey, Joy, whatever it is, he's washed. Dove soap, he's done.
But we talked about this earlier in the broadcast that Mahomes didn't really have anyone to throw to other than, and with Worthy being out, I mean, he has to scramble around because, like you said, the running game left. He has no one to throw to, so when the pressure's on, he has to get either take a sack or risk fumbling the ball or run for his life, and hopefully someone will get open.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
And y'all made sure y'all took Brown out of there. Hollywood Brown, y'all made him a non-factor. Y'all said, y'all watched the game before. You can tell the coaches was like, Hollywood Brown can catch. We're gonna get him out of the game, and we're gonna let him throw to that bum. And that dude was dropping, he couldn't separate. The only reason he was that wide open is because what's his name was like, he dropping the ball anyway.
Thornton, that the boy
Yeah,
Thornton, that's who you talk about, Thornton. And,
he
and
looked
I
like
was
Dave
upset
Trash
with
out
him.
there.
Yeah, I was so upset with Quinyon Mitchell because he was like 10 yards off of him. Like, dude, you was nowhere near him. The game wouldn't have been that close if you would have just still. He was going to catch it eventually. Like, dang.
He said he was gonna catch one. When you leave
Eventually,
that wide open, he has to catch it.
Oh,
And,
dang,
You're
bro.
and he
not getting
said,
paid all that money. You're not
did
getting
y'all
paid all
know?
that money just to run.
Did you notice Thornton's like still kind of fumbled the ball a little bit?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't even a clean catch.
No,
That dude is
but still,
terrible.
my, my point with
Look,
that is like, my point with that is like, dude, still play defense even though the ball's a bum. Don't sit up there and hope that he's not going to catch the ball. You know, the sun shine on the dog's ass some days, so that's what it. You know what I'm saying? Look, you can't leave him open. You just got to keep on doing your job, plain and simple.
hmm that's
Yeah.
Talking
it.
about,
they don't
talking
they don't
about.
play anybody to be decoys out there.
That's right. I mean, AJ Brown is a decoy when it comes to the tush push, but
You saw
when the
that
boy,
too?
well, he was asked the question. He was asked the question. He said, they said to AJ Brown, "What is your role in the tush push?" He said, "I'm supposed to block on the person that's coming just in case they want to snatch Jalen back." But he's like, "I'm just there to look good.
I'm just
That's
saying, look
it.
good.
just I'm just there to look good."
I said, okay now.
Yeah, basically. Um, the Miami Dolphins game, y'all. Now I know Kai was talking about firing their defensive coordinator, but I'm going to put it on record that Miami need to move on from their head coach. Like, I mean, it was a good game. I didn't expect it to be so close for one.
Mm-mm.
At
For
all.
two,
No.
yeah, I didn't expect this game to be that close, but it reminded me of what Kai was saying too. That this is an interdivision game, so they kind of play each other kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? But and the weather was good, so Tua played good in warm weather. Um,
Yep.
it's just when that snow flurry or when it start getting brick out there, they shut everything down. My thing is, Tua threw a crucial interception near the end of the game, you know, and so what I was looking at Sports Center and some of the guys that was talking about Tua, and they said, well, Tua is short and there's no passing lanes, and he can't really see over those big guys. And they were naming different quarterbacks. And he's like, how many quarterbacks do you know that's probably 6'1" or 6 foot that actually won a Super Bowl? Besides, when you think of Drew Brees,
Russ
they call Drew Brees an outlier.
and
They
Russ.
call they call Russ an outlier. They're talking about 6'1", 6 foot quarterbacks that actually stand in the pocket and throw the ball. That's not a dual threat. And
Yeah.
so you don't see many because they really can't see over the line. And Patrick Mahomes is what, 6'2", 6'3", but he still
Yep.
do the jump throw. You know what I'm saying? To throw over the middle.
But he's
And
strong enough
so
to.
yeah, he's strong enough to. And you look at Tua is not strong enough to do that. Wayne, what's your thoughts if they let go of Tua? Where would you think, is he trade bait? Would you think anybody want him, Wayne?
I'm quite sure there's some. I can't just think of one team that would take him. Um, but like you're saying, it's like with you got defensive lineman who's 6'5", 6'6",
Mm,
running you down. I mean, you can't just stay in the pocket. It being that small because you can't, like you said, you can't see over the line. You can't see who's open down the field, which means you got to scramble and hopefully you can catch the one running a streak, you can hit him on the run. But right now, I don't know what team would take him. That because I think this all the teams are pretty set at quarterback.
What'd you say, Kai?
You got to look at it now. I think the Colts are two losses because let's be honest, he ain't played no great defenses. So Daniel Jones is going to Daniel Jones, and the Colts. Let's be real, the Colts have the talent. Colts have the talent to win. They have the line, the running game, the receivers, the defense. They have everything. And if you watch, I went back and watched some of the Colts highlights. Dude, their kicker is getting a lot of field goals because this dude cannot finish. And that was Daniel Jones' problem when he's with the Giants. We can get you, between the 20s. Daniel Jones can move the ball. It's the problem is when you get in the other 20. When you get in that red zone, he's not a red zone quarterback. And you got to look at who else. Oh my God. Now, okay. First off, do I think he's getting traded for the first question you were saying this year? No. They'll have to buy him out because nobody's taking that big contract. I can promise you that now. They're either going to have to release him, they're going to have to cut him or buy him out. One of the two. Outside of that, nobody's taking that contract. But I can promise you, if he get cut, I can see the Colts probably getting him, the Jets, the Steelers next year. It's quite a few teams. We don't know like who, after the draft, because you gotta look at if the Saints if they get the worst pick or whomever have like a top pick. It's a lot of teams who actually need a quarterback. And if they were to let him go this year, you think the Bengals wouldn't be looking to jump on that?
Ooh.
Because they got yeah, actually, no. I don't think he would go to the Bengals because they ain't got no line either.
That's right.
Now think about it, they ain't got a line either. That boy get killed over there. No.
Yeah. My thing is this. I think his value goes down because he's one concussion away from being taken, being done.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody's, to me, as a owner, as a coach, I don't want that. I wouldn't take it because due to the fact that he's one concussion away. Now we can say that about every quarterback, but Tua has a history where his brain is shifting all the time once he get hit. So, and he's not wearing the padded helmet thing either. Like
I don't know why he should. That's for his future.
Yeah, just like this
think,
man.
Yeah, I was just saying. I don't think he's. I don't think he's going to get another long-term contract. I don't think he's ever going to be somebody else's franchise quarterback. But he'll be a great bridge quarterback. Like if you have that rookie and you're trying to give him some time, whoever draft their rookie next year and they want to give him time, he'd be a great bridge quarterback for that. If that's why you think about the teams. Matter of fact, the Cardinals. It's a good chance the Cardinals getting rid of what's his name next year. So yeah, and you get the Cardinals. They have a decent team, but it's just they're the same way. They keep not underperforming. So it all depends on what team is willing to give him a shot, but I doubt any team is going to give him another $30-40 million contract a year.
Well, I mean, they give it to Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins be getting money. That man be getting money left and right. He's on the pond right now, still getting paid.
Yep.
Still getting paid. But my thing is Miami has a great offense. Like they got weapons. When you look at Waddle, you look at Hill, they got weapons. Mm-hmm. They really got weapons.
Yep.
But I think if you put and this is me, and I hate doing this. I hate doing this because they say the same thing about Philadelphia. If you put this quarterback there, he would win. He would win. And so I'm saying if you put Joe Burrow in Miami, I mean games that he would win. But Joe Burrow already got weapons. He just can't stay healthy. So you look at who's the other quarterback over there and that's behind oh my gosh. Atlanta. I just said his name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. Put Kirk
Yeah.
Cousins in there. I mean, if you put Kirk Cousins in there, Kirk
They'll make
gonna
the
win
playoffs
you.
and lose the first round. Yeah.
Of course, yeah. But at least y'all make it to the playoffs. You know, they haven't made it to the playoffs and God knows when. Like, come
Well,
on.
their quarterback got hurt last year.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the
No,
problem.
they made it. They made the year before last.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. It's just he got hurt. The year he was healthy, they made the playoffs. Last year he wasn't healthy.
Oh, I thought they didn't even make the playoffs.
No. When he's healthy, they win. They go to the playoffs every time he's healthy. That's
Well,
the
that's
only
the
problem,
problem. That's the only problem.
though.
Because speaking about, that game too, you look at Buffalo. Buffalo kind of made me mad. Like, the running game was beautiful. I mean, it was good. But what made me mad with Buffalo was they didn't know how to close out. The defense didn't know how to close out. And your head coach is a defensive mastermind. Me and Kyle was talking about that when he was with Andy Reid, and Andy Reid really didn't give him a chance. He fired his butt and hired an offensive coordinator to be a defensive coach.
Offensive line coach.
That's right, to be the defensive coach. And that's the only thing that made me mad, because I think that their defense, Buffalo was known for their defense. Now you just see them, just trying to outshoot people. Like, what's up with that?
Well, all I know is if they fire him, we will take him as our defense coordinator. Matter of fact, I hope they go on the losing streak because they need to fire him. They lose like 3-4 games in a row. They fire him. We fire our defense coordinator. He come in. Everybody's happy.
They're not going to fire Sean McDermott until the end of the year. And I don't think he's going to get fired. I think he's going to go actually to the NFC playoff, AFC, the AFC, the title game. So
and then lose to the Ravens or the Chiefs again. But okay, and that would be awesome. Matter of fact, I hope they play the Chiefs in the first round, get knocked out by the Chiefs. I don't care if the Chiefs lose or win, but they need to get knocked out by the Chiefs just so the organization can be peeved off, fire him, and we keep our head coach, but we fire our defense coordinator and get him. Now you're under the guy who was your OC. Boom, y'all were great together. Let's do it.
Look, I think Kyle just wanted the Giants to be great again. He like the mega hat. He like the mega hat.
Hey,
let the Giants be great again.
No, man. Forget mega. Make Giants great again. That's what it is.
Giants great again. Speaking of the Giants, Kyle, what's up with your offensive lineman, man?
No, okay. All right. Now, I'm glad you mentioned that. I actually can say I am happy because that fool helped us figure out that rookie is that bull.
Oh.
The rookie came in after Dum Dum tried to slap the taste out this dude's mouth like y'all boy got slapped the week prior.
Yeah.
He tried, but he caught the top of his helmet. Then he jumped off. Then he held somebody at the wrong time. Then you want to elbow somebody in the head for no reason, lose us another 15, then jump off sides. Okay. They pulled him out. That rookie balled out the rest of the game.
Yes, he did.
He actually balled out. So he helped us out. Hopefully, I'm not going to be like those other foolish Giants fans that I've been listening to who talk about, yeah, we found our next great tackle. And after one game, and now they need to make sure he stays on the field. Shut up. Don't just be a Giants fan. Be a football fan. Be smart. We don't want to sound like those fools out here who just love their team and believe everything is snow, sun, like just sunshine and flowers, and everything's
like the Cowboys.
Somebody have one great game, they're going to the Hall of Fame. Come on now, stop it, people. They didn't know that rookie. So they don't know his weaknesses. They don't know what he falls for. So, yeah, he might have just been good against that one player because we've all known those tackles or those defensive ends that every time they played this one person, they had an all-pro game. But everybody else eat their lunch. So let's just cut it out. Let this young boy develop. But hopefully we're waiting for Thomas. And he learned from him. But all I'm saying is that guy, now where I'm surprised he even was allowed back on the plane. Because that man came on the plane. That's where I'm surprised. Because that foolishness, man, like, come on, bro. You just were looking for problems. I want problems. Like, no, man.
Yo, I don't get it either because he wound up arguing on the sideline when they pulled him. Like, dude, you false starts. You way ahead of your offensive line. They didn't even move. You on the other side of the defensive ball going, looking back, bruh. I'm gonna need you to listen to the snap count. If you're in the huddle, you don't know the plays. You must don't know the snap count or somebody's calling the snap count and you hearing their voice instead of your quarterback's voice, and you just thrown off. Now, I'm not going to say totally throw him away. Obviously, this kid needs some help, and he could be coached up, but don't get on the sidelines and act like you ain't costing your team the game.
That part. You over there freaking out. What you freaking out about? Nobody made you do that dumb stuff.
Yeah,
you trying to slap people and you up here elbowing people in the back of the head after you done pancake them. Come on, man. You make me take a great play and you mess it up. You're to blame. Blame yourself. This is what's wrong with people today. This generation has a problem with ownership. Take ownership for your choices. If you go out, you speed up the street, and you get a ticket, it ain't the police fault that they caught you speeding. You run a red light. It ain't their fault you ran a red light. You get in an accident because you're speeding through red lights. That's your fault. Accept it. Move on from it. Your wife catch you cheating. Your husband catch you cheating. I wouldn't have been cheating if you would have loved me more. No, you did that. Stop it. I'm like, dang, this ownership thing, man. This whole new age stuff of, well, you don't understand. You're right. I don't. Nor am I going to try. Take ownership for your choices. We are adults. Be an adult. Because any other time, what they say, Aaron, I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
I'm a woman. And these guys, and you hear from these NFL players all the time. Oh, how they gonna be talking to me like that? I'm a grown man. Don't they say they can't be yelling at these players anymore because they're grown men? Well, be a grown man. Take ownership.
Don't be soft.
Especially when
you can't be strong and be soft.
That's right. Especially when I throw the ball and it's down at the 2 and you go do something stupid like that, yo. I'm in your. I'm gonna be honest. I'm in your ass. I'm the quarterback. I'm in your ass. Like, yo, bro.
Too nice.
We have a chance to upset these boys. You just you're pissing it all away. You're pissing it all away, bro. Because it's you. It's nobody else. Even Neighbors was so upset. He was like, come on, man. Like, y'all know I have no love for the Heifer-Hose at all.
Or the Giants. He ain't got no love for either.
Yeah, but I mean, if I had chose the Heifer-Hose to win because due to the fact that, they had weapons. But if they would have lost, it would have made me never mind. You know why? I'd have got more happier. Because I would have been on the broadcast talking about, I lost one, but y'all still going to the Super Bowl. Y'all still going to the Super Bowl. That game boosted Dallas' head up. Did y'all see them cats in the locker room?
Yeah.
And the kicker kicked a 60-something yard field goal.
Oh, can I please talk on this real quick?
Sure.
Why was a stat brought up?
Uh-oh.
Over the last 10 years or so against the NFL, discounting the Giants, the whole NFL of 60-plus yard field goals, 3 and 40 something. 3 made and 40 something missed against the Giants. 3 and 0. I mean 3 and 3. 3 for 3. They made all 3 of them. And I think 2 of them was against them daggone Eagles. I was at the football game when the kicker for the Eagles made that 62-yard field goal. I just knew the game was over. And from there, then it was like either the next year or 2 years later, y'all kicker kicked another 60-something yard field goal on us. I was like, what is this? 6 and against the Giants, 3 for 3. But against everyone else, 3 for 40 something? Come on, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, I just want to say that young man cost y'all the game. And that's all I'm gonna say. You know, you can't put it any other way. And I usually don't say, well, one person cost you the game. No, I can actually say that shit this time. Oh, excuse the expression. I can say that stuff this time. Because, woo, bro, he made me mad, and I'm not even a Giants fan. I'm not even a Giants fan.
No, that's because you like football.
I felt like grabbing that ball, putting him over my knees. Stop that.
I wanted to slap in the back of his head.
I picked the Giants to win that game.
Yes. Oh, you did?
I did.
No, the way he tried to slap Bull head off, that's how I wanted to slap him upside his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was pretty excited when they were up there. I thought, oh man, does he know? Whoop.
Yo, it was crazy because I kept on looking at this kid's highlights over and over again. And he messed up like 5 times. I'm like, great day. Like false starts, hitting the man up, trying to hit the man upside the head, trying to do a wrestling move on the ground. I'm like, yo, bro, this is not UFC. This is the NFL. And how you playing? You ain't going to be in it for long. It stands for not for long.
Man, they had under, but no, you saying it was him. He played a part. To me, I give him half, and I give the other half to that whack defensive coordinator who decided, okay, let me get this straight. They need a whole 30 yards to get in the field goal range. So what you going to do is play 15 yards off of them. They need 30 yards to get into field goal range. And you play your cornerbacks 15. They get 16. And you still play 15 yards off. How? Did y'all see when Ferguson caught that pass across the middle wide open because he had everybody dropping back? And then you still drop everybody back. Just dumb.
That prevent defense don't prevent nothing. It doesn't
prevent you from winning.
It was, at that point in the game, they should have been blitzing. They should have been put pressure on Dak.
That part.
Making Dak run for that 30 yards they needed.
Yeah.
And you saw every time they blitzed Dak, they was in that backfield. No, you want to go prevent defense. Ask the Ravens from week 1. Ask them what happened when they did the prevent.
Yeah. It prevented them from winning.
Exactly.
For me, I don't see why they do the prevent defense unless it's like everybody's, it's the last heave and you're trying to bat the ball down from him, and sometimes that don't work because look at last year with Washington. Washington beat Chicago with the last
Exactly.
Well, let's be honest. Remember that corner was talking trash.
He was
talking trash. He was talking trash. He wasn't paying attention. Exactly. And next thing he knows, the guy's running past him. He said, uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
You up there running your mouth. Game ain't over yet. That's this age. We gotta put on the show. I gotta embarrass you. I got the floss. I got the shine out here. No, you a damn idiot. Make your money. Be a professional.
Focus, man.
Make the NFL. You think you arrived? No, man, you haven't arrived because make a career out of it. It's those type of stupid plays that get you out of the league.
What they say, what Jay-Z used to say, focus, man, focus.
Exactly.
And these kids don't have that focus, bro. It's just sad to see that brother, um, got y'all to lose that game. And talking about focus. Hey Wayne, what's going on with Javion Clowney?
You know what? I'm sitting here, I'm reading this now. It's like, what are you thinking?
What do you do? What do you do, Wayne?
Okay, so right before, and this happened like a few days before the Cowboys picked him up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading here that back in his hometown, he was arrested on misdemeanor trespassing and failure to identify charges.
Wow.
It's like, what do you mean you don't? The police ask for your ID. All thing you gotta do is say, "Hey, I'm so and so. I was just picked up by the Cowboys. Here's my ID." You go on your way. But
So what?
there's that misdemeanor trespassing and failure to identify charges following following an incident which involved parking in an area which was off limits to park, then refusing to move his vehicle after he was informed that he was parking in the wrong area. So apparently he was parked somewhere where he wasn't supposed to be parked, and he was asked to move by the police, and he refused. So he got trespassing. Then they asked for his ID. I ain't showing you nothing. You don't know who I am? Come
Oh,
on.
this,
Come on now.
so it's
They
something
don't.
that
And
small.
yeah, he and he's from Rock Hill, South Carolina.
Ooh.
So so you already know what's going on there.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely.
It's like, look, you're getting paid millions of dollars. You are a professional athlete. He's been in the NFL since 2014, where he was drafted number one
Mm-hmm.
overall. It's like people know who you are, but don't act like that you're above that.
Yeah.
If you get confronted by the police, show them your ID, and then
Most, it could have been
just move on.
avoided. Yeah, they could have just gave
Yeah,
him.
it could have been.
Could have been avoided and never and this wouldn't be so big. I don't to me, I think Javion Clowney is on the back slope of his career. Like, this is the time he's gonna actually, retire soon. But they needed another pass rusher because Micah's gone. So now you
Yeah.
get this Clowney. To get to get put in there and that's something small. You should have just gave him a parking ticket and called it a day. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff and I guess in order for them to even give you a parking ticket, they have to have your license and registration. So to
Mhm.
know who you are. So bruh, this could have been avoided. I thought it was something like, he was taking down the whole popo or something like that. This man just parking in a unauthorized area and refused to give him his ID.
Yeah.
I hope he wasn't doing like, something he wasn't supposed to be doing. 9 times out of 10, that's
Hey.
the only reason you don't want to give your ID is because you in the
Mm,
you in the park trying to
hey,
spark something in the park.
hey, you know what? You never know.
And you don't want them to know, hey, this man got money. He out here tricking.
Look, he signed with the Cowboys on September 14th,
Mhm.
and the incident happened September 12th. So apparently, he knew he was going to the Cowboys because his agent probably been talking with the Cowboys, and he was about to sign because he was released in May from the Carolina team from the
Yeah.
Panthers.
But Cowboys always like people with drama. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
They are the most drama. They are soap opera, bro. A straight soap opera.
No. It's the owner.
Yeah,
He loves that stuff.
yeah.
The more drama you cause, the more he love you.
That's it.
Yeah.
The only reason
You
he
know,
got
and
because
that,
people got more attention to him.
hey,
What's that?
he was in wasn't he in a locker room and talking about how about them Cowboys? Was that him that said that, or what? Or did he invite Jerry Jones to come back there and motivate the team?
Man, let me put it like that. Man, you would have thought after the Cowboys beat the Giants, you thought they won the Super Bowl. How that locker room was. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And sometimes I know you're excited because you got that first win or whatever, but you gotta know you got another game next week. You know what I'm saying? So celebrate it, be like, yay, good, great job. We should have lost that game because the defensive coordinator is trash and the doggone bull off was running off sides every time, doing dumb stuff. But I understand being with your athlete, being with your colleagues.
Hmm.
When y'all win, hey, great job. Let's get on to next week. Them boys was jumping up and down, partying like they just won the Super Bowl. Hey,
Yeah.
Kai, you should
Hey,
feel special, man. You helped the you helped the Giants help the Cowboys win the Super Bowl in their minds.
And they win the Super Bowl every year. What are you talking about?
Oh, they go to the Super Bowl every year. They don't win it. They go to the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
they go every year. You right.
Yeah, the only time they win it is on when they play on Madden.
They probably keep losing then too.
Bro.
yeah. Talking about that, they get about them boys. They get ready to play the Bears, and I'm thinking about changing my ticket. I got them to win, but I don't know. I might I might have to switch up with it and join Ty on that.
Uh-huh. So you starting to think. He like, No, me
you
and
know,
Aaron had a couple of those games when we were talking about it. We're gonna go about it later. We're gonna talk about it later. But
yeah,
yeah,
we'll talk
we had a
about it
couple
All
of
later.
right,
games
But
where
all
we
right.
like, who do you go with?
they're head scratchers. And my thing is, when you look at Dallas this year and you see what's going on with their defense. Now, Michael Parsons is balling in Green Bay. That was the missing piece that Green Bay needed. Um, it complements that offense that they got going on. Green Bay is going to be a force to be reckoned with. I would love to see what I have marked off is Dallas and Green Bay game coming up next week, isn't it? Next week they play them in week 4.
Yeah, they do play in week 4. Yeah.
So that's the game I got scratched off because I want to see how Micah treats Dak Prescott. Welcome back, bro. Let me smack you around a little bit.
Yo, I know. Oh, I'm looking forward to this because
Yes,
Mike is gonna be trying to show off and show out.
most definitely, and he need to. I don't think he even gonna talk to Jerry. He just gonna walk right on by Jerry and be like, how that butt feel? How that butt feel?"
Be going to the other locker room.
That's it. I'm so used to going to this locker room. I just want to
Well,
come in there and say, guys, nope, nothing personal. Don't how that boy say it on the Harlem Night. Don't take the ass whooping personally.
All right. I would love to see this because I just like drama sometimes, football drama. Wouldn't it be awesome if Michael Parsons sacked Dak right near the star? Let's say he's sacking, the star is right behind Dak, right? And instead of getting up, he crawls over to the star and lifts his leg like he pissing on it like a dog. It would be awesome. Man, nothing would be funnier. That would be better. It would be better than
You're fine so hard.
going through the
Yeah,
middle of the field and like celebrating on their star. It would be better than that.
hey,
Yeah.
that could be dangerous because I remember T.O. doing that.
And he got hit, but
Yeah, the second time.
yeah, he overdid it. the second time. But my point is, that would be awesome. Who wouldn't enjoy that?
15-yard penalty, over excessive
I would take it.
celebration.
And a fine.
I would take it. He ain't getting fined. All he would get is the 15-yard penalty, but I take it.
Yo, I would act. And who was the other boy that act like he was pulling his pants down to take a poop on the star? That joint had me rooting. Yo, and he got 15-yard penalty saying that, I'm gonna need y'all to stop penalizing some of these things. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Like
It is.
it is. Now, talking about Philadelphia Eagles and the tush push, I think we talked about it more earlier than what we needed to. But I'm gonna allude to this. We may see the last year of the tush push. We may see the last year of it. Because from what Gene Blandino, he said, look, I don't even know what he's like. I don't even want to talk about the tush push no more because he doesn't know what to call. And so the refs can't see the ball, because there's bodies blocking the ball. It's not a play where they can see where the ball is after the scrimmage. And so they're getting a lot of flack about it. Now, Jordan Mailata was like, he was talking about it, and they said he was talking about what Chris Jones and what the other, people were talking about when it came to the tush push. And he's like, that's not our only play. Yes, we used it 7 times, but y'all keep on putting us in positions where we can use it. And so, me myself, I don't think we need the tush push
you didn't eat dinner yet
to be great. I don't think we need the tush push to be great. You got Saquon Barkley in the backfield. You have the biggest offensive line in football, and then you have a quarterback that squats 600 pounds. Now, Erica, do you think that they're going to stop it because it can't be stopped?
um, I think they're going to stop it because nobody else can. They can't do it. Nobody else can do it and get away with it.
Mm.
If there was a way that people
It's,
could actually do it and get away with it like we could, it would never be an issue. It's just the fact they can't stop it. They don't know how to do it. There's nothing more than that. They try to use it as a safety issue, but where?
Now, it was initially, let's just call it what it is. Initially, that was illegal because it's a rugby scrum, and they didn't want it. So initially, it was illegal. So I'm not saying there's nothing to say about it. It is what it is. But
Right.
then it wasn't illegal anymore after a certain amount of time. But the fact is, what they're going to do is, if they start getting penalized for it, I don't think it's on. I mean, it's not a impressive play. It's nothing. None of us looks at it and says, "Oh yeah, that's awesome." No, it's boring. It's not. When we see it, we don't see the football we want to see. I think that's the biggest thing. We want to see somebody. And how many times, like a person like Saquon, right? It'll be a 1 yard. It'll be a 1 yard play. You do a fake here, and you give it to Saquon, and Saquon could take it the whole way. But that tush push, it gets rid of the exciting play, and then all these other people trying to do the tush push, it starts to make football boring. Because let's just say, for conversation's sake, Buffalo actually went to the Super Bowl with the tush push last year when they started trying to do it. If they would have made it to the Super Bowl, now you got 2 teams doing the tush push in the Super Bowl. I can promise you it would have been voted out immediately because that would have been a boring Super Bowl. You and I both know that. If both teams were doing the tush push and that game was remotely close, they would have been like, oh, nope, we're done. But all I'm saying is they're going to be looking for those penalties. But go ahead, Aaron, my bad.
My thoughts is this, change the rules of the game. Like you saying that the defensive players can't push, but now saying the offensive players can push. And so at one time, going back to what Kai said, at one time they took that out where offensive players couldn't push another player forward.
Right.
But now they brought it back in, and now you have the tush push. My thing is, the tush push is a play that's not going to look beautiful. It's not a beautiful play. It is to get that small yardage play. It's like a quarterback sneak, but just with help. And if you do a quarterback sneak with that team, it still looks awful. I mean, it's when you look at this quarterback sneak, nobody want to see quarterback sneaks all the damn time, but it's effective in order to win the game. So my thoughts is you win by any means necessary. Just like you tell Chris Jones. So what? We didn't get 100 and something yards passing, but we won the freaking game. This is where Buffalo is having issues with, because Buffalo doesn't have the offensive line as Philadelphia. And so I heard them say this too. I think it was Ryan Clark. He said, with that big offensive line, it's hard to move those guys. In order to combat that, you would have to have 300 pounders on that offensive line. And he's like, what team do you know have everybody that's on that defensive line 300 and something pounds?
Nobody.
And so another thing is, if they're doing it that way, you need to put those 300 pound with 300 pounders. There's a way to stop the tush push. I'm not going to say it because I'm gonna leave it alone. But
stop letting them guards jump off sides.
I mean, no, that's not. I mean, that's not the way to stop it. But I can tell you the way to stop it. But I'm not going to give up the tapes. But my thoughts is, when you have that dominant offensive line, Nick Sirianni is going to call it. He's going to call it because you know what? Nick Sirianni is an a-hole. He's going to call it because people don't like it. And it feeds into the fans. It feeds into the city. The city loves being different.
Yeah.
The city loves being. Yeah. I mean, he could call that bubble screen, and I could get mad. And I hate that doggone bubble screen.
Hey, Aaron, can I go here? Why my uncle flipped me off? Because they said this dude is reminding us. He's reminding them of Brian Johnson. And I said, and all I said was, yeah, let's bring back the bubble screen. And he hit me with the "you asked for this" and flipped the brother off. I was just saying, yeah, he does remind me of Brian Johnson, and y'all should bring back the bubble screen.
No, we should not.
Is that a reason to flip me off, Erica?
Yes. Erica, tell him, Erica.
You wouldn't think that, would you?
Tell him, Erica. Tell him, Erica.
He was like, "You asked for this."
Erica, tell him. We don't want to see no doggone bubbles. See, Brian Johnson messed the bubble screen up for the Philadelphia Eagles for the rest of any other offensive coordinator. I'm sick of it.
You can't even use it once a game.
No, I can't stand it.
Look at her face. No,
I can't stand it, man. Because here's they can't stand the tush push. I can't stand the bubble screen. Like, stop doing this, sugar honey iced tea. Like, come on, man. We got all these other wide receivers and all this weapons, and you mean to tell me all you could pull out is a bubble screen?
Hey, the bubble screen be blowing it up. Come on, man. Y'all can do it. Bring back the bubble screen.
I'm getting ready to fight you. Get ready to fight you.
You know what?
And
maybe y'all just want to pull it out for the Giants. That's it. Just pull out the bubble screen for the Giants. No? Okay.
All right. We made some
You better pull your screen all the way down.
We made some picks last week, and man, this is getting to be a close race. Real close race, real close race. And I like this. I really do. because that means I have a chance to actually win a ring this year. Erica, you're 12-4. Charles, you're 11-5. Wayne, what happened, bro? Hold on. Let me look at the totals. I'm gonna go to the totals. The totals is where is
hmm
it? All right, the
Yeah,
totals is
Eric
Erica's
12-4.
22-10, and Charles is 21-11, and Wayne is 23-9. Okay, Wayne.
Yep.
The
Okay,
totals,
Wayne.
that brother. You got to share the totals, man.
I
You
I
can't
am.
share the
Oh, you
totals.
want? I'm not sharing it because my computer's acting slow. Um, I'm 21-11, and let's see, Kai's 18-14, and who's in first place is Joe with
Big Joe.
24-8. He keep on picking Seattle, yo. That's why he keep, Let me see if I can pull this up without my computer glitching. But I think he keeps on picking Seattle, where we like, man, come on, Seattle. Mm, Did I pick Seattle? I think I picked Seattle too. But some of these picks, yo, had me really guessing this week. Like, and I expected that because we won't know who these teams are um until week 5 when they really get an identity. But
hmm
let's see. Can y'all see it?
Barely. Yeah, but
Uh,
that Broncos game against the Colts, who would have thought the Colts were gonna win that?
bro, bro. Some I was peed. I was peed because I thought Daniel Jones was going to return to his old ways. But you know what? I'm a Colts fan this time.
Hey,
I
can I
think
say
we all
this?
are.
Did
Yes,
I
sir.
not call it on their quarterback? I told you that dude was trash.
Yeah.
The Broncos quarterback. I said everybody's up here trying to make it like this dude is so great. No, he beat as Broussard says, he beat tomato cans. He didn't beat nobody who was in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not impressed.
Mhm. I mean, well, you didn't pick them this week either. The Colts this week. You picked
Why did not? The Titans.
the Titans. And I don't know what the hell you think about picking the Titans.
Hey, the Titans got a good defense. I think their rookie quarterback, he's almost right. He keep being right there. It's not, and his receivers keep dropping the ball. Yo, I can't blame him for that. That's another one. When your dude's open and you hitting them,
And they still dropping the ball, guys. So that I don't know why you pick them. I just don't, they
think
still drop.
they do, man. And Daniel Jones is due to be Daniel Jones.
Not this week, not against the Titans. But
I
you
think
are
he
the
will
No.
be
lone
Daniel Jones.
you are the lone wolf with the Titans.
Must I do it?
Yes, you do. Put on
Bring
Yep.
the
that.
ears out. Bring the ears out.
That's right.
He is the lone wolf for the Colt for the Titans Colt game. I don't see why. He's also the lone wolf with the Bengals and the Vikings game. Now, which I'm mixed because I just don't trust Carson Wentz. Um,
Oh no.
I just don't trust Carson Wentz. But they do say that their head coach is the quarterback whisperer, but he didn't look good with JJ McCarthy in there either.
But
So
JJ McCarthy is not a veteran. He's been
yeah,
looking
true.
great with veteran quarterbacks. Plus, who has a better defense? The Vikings or the
They
Bengals?
do. They do.
And the
They do.
Bengals defense is
Trash.
garbage.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they're the worst. So they're trash truck juice. they that stuff that drip out the truck when you're driving down the street. We all from Philly. We remember that smell.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't
It
heard
don't
trash
go.
truck beef in so long.
Hey man, look. When you from the hood, you remember.
And I see Wayne and yourself, Kai, pick the Raiders over the Commanders.
Yeah, they don't have their quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but you don't believe in Marcus Mariota?
No. Mind you, I had the Commanders pick when I saw that Mariota's gonna be quarterback. I said nope, not again.
No.
Immediately.
Dang. Plus, the Commanders don't have a running back because their running back is out too.
No. Matter of fact, he wasn't their starting running back. I told you the other young bull was. He was their third down back.
Yeah, but I mean,
Eckler was their third down back. Austin Eckler was not the starter.
yeah, but even so, Eckler was the man for them. I mean, he was catching out of the backfield and doing that other stuff. Hey, Charles, if you're listening, you gotta get your picks in, bro.
Well, they got my brother who got the name. They got my namesake because I'm Rodriguez, Brian. So they got my namesake, Mr. Rodriguez, in there. Rodriguez can do that. You gotta put him out there.
Okay. And Kyle's the lone wolf with the Eagles and Rams.
I'll take that because y'all. I feel like y'all been lucky for 2 weeks.
All right, Kyle.
So I want to see y'all do it against a team who's actually killing it.
Well, all I gotta say is if he let Jalen Carter hit his ass one time, it's a done deal.
Okay, you're right there. I ain't going. Well, Jalen Carter, he got to get his stamina up. I heard about the coach coming at him for not being ready, for being out of shape.
Yeah, but that don't mean that he ain't coming. And
you
then
better get him early because in that third quarter, if he don't get him within the first half, he done.
Look, y'all seen what Philadelphia did to Brock Purdy some years back? They knocked his ass out early so they could cruise through the game.
They pulled his arm. That was it.
That was a heck of a pull because he couldn't throw nothing after that.
I know, man. That poor dude, man. And then they ain't have a backup quarterback. That was dumb.
They did, and they knocked out that backup quarterback.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Lance.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Brock came back in and tried to play.
It was it was that boy Johnson. I thought it was Johnson.
No, Lance was already hurt.
Yeah, y'all had Johnson.
That's right, yeah.
And he wound up getting hurt, and then y'all had McCaffrey trying to play quarterback for a little bit, and then that didn't work. And so they kept handing the ball off.
Hey, Wayne, I hate to say it, brother. That was your year, man, because y'all kept that game close without a quarterback. So that was your year right there. I think y'all could have won it all that year.
They kept it close because of that defense.
But the point I'm making is Brock Purdy, he do not, when he had all his play, he don't turn the ball over.
He don't.
He does enough. He does enough to win, and sometimes he can show up and show out. But he was good enough at that time, and the defense was amazing. So I felt like y'all missed your window right there. Y'all could have been for the next 2 Super Bowls. Y'all had it.
And so I was looking up because I was, really skeptical about this Eagles-Rams game too, because of how the Eagles been playing in the first 2 games. And so when I look back to see what Jalen Hurts' record is, he never lost to the Rams.
Hey, but the Rams got 2 all-pro receivers.
Bro, he never lost to the Rams.
And y'all got 1 Pro Bowl quarterback. He got 2 all-pro receivers.
But we never lost to the Rams. That's all I'm saying.
The past, brother.
He never lost to the Rams. So all I'm saying is, I'm gonna stick with the statistics this time and my team, and I'm gonna stay with the Eagles on that one. The one that I was really confused or struggled with, I'm not gonna say confused, but struggled with was
the Bengals Vikings? No.
Yeah, I struggled with that one.
Pat Steelers?
Ravens and Lions. I'm the lone wolf. Ooh,
You're the lone wolf with the Steelers packs.
Yeah, yeah. It's not because of Aaron Rodgers, because y'all know how I feel about Aaron Rodgers. But um, I don't know, something's telling me that the Lions is going to win this game. I don't know why. I just don't know why. And they look really good. And now they didn't play a Ravens defense like they're going to play. But I don't know. They look really good. Oh, everybody's silent on that.
Hmm.
Eh.
Yeah, they like, yeah.
No. You're not like I was torn on that game too. I'm not even gonna lie. That one kind of got me. I was torn there because I know both of them are capable of winning the game. I don't think either of them have like an advantage over the other. They both have talented defenses. They both have talented offenses. So it's just I just picked the Ravens. Now in this one, I picked the team I like more. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
but
doing.
even with the Ravens, you look at them, they Lamar Jackson does great in the regular season. Him and Dak Prescott are regular season, divas. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I struggle with it. But I don't know why I feel as though the Lions is going to win. Now I chose the Steelers because the the Patriots to me look good, but I don't think they can match that Steelers defense. And so that's why I picked the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, I said I'm not going to do the rant, right? But Aaron, I saw your press conference. I saw your
He looked
press
trash
conference.
last year. I mean, last week.
And yes, he did. I said I'm not going to rant, Kai. You trying to push me there, bro? You trying to push me there? And let me look in the camera for this one. Okay, Aaron, I believe in you this game. I I truly believe in you this game. Because when I saw your press conference, it reminded me of when you told everybody to relax, you know, and you was like, "Hey, this is only the second game of the season. You're gonna see better things from us." So you know what? I didn't hear that with you in the Jets. I think you was playing GM at the Jets, But Aaron, I believe in you. I believe in the Steelers.
You done messed
And
up, AA Ron.
I'm saying things positive. All right. Aaron Rodgers, represent all the Aarons in the world and go ahead and win this game. Okay. Because my picks is counting on it.
Stop
Now.
the cat.
Oh,
And
come on, bro.
hey,
Why I gotta be capping?
Wayne, you know he
I
can't.
got I got an update. I'm going to might be changing my picks from the Broncos game and the Chargers because Greenlaw is out. He's been placed on injured reserve.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up because you were a lone wolf on that one. I was going to
Yep.
say that.
So I'm
Oh,
making
you
that
changing
change
that
now.
now?
No, you already
Yep.
made it. Oh, you're going back to the Chargers.
Yeah.
No, I already had. I was going with the Broncos on that.
Right, I know. That's what I was going to say. You were a lone wolf. That's what I was going. I
Yeah.
was literally when you said that, I was literally about to bring that up that you were a lone wolf on the Chargers Broncos game.
Yeah,
Yeah. I want to change that.
I may change that Lions game because they're playing in Baltimore, aren't they?
Because they're not indoors.
I mean, the weather's nice in Baltimore right now, so I mean, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it as. I mean, dang, I'm still struggling with that though. Still struggling with that. I don't know why I see it something. Okay. I'm gonna stay with the Lions. I'm gonna stay with the Lions. Everybody picked the Seahawks, didn't they?
Yep.
Mr. Wayne, what you got? Wayne Wilson and
I don't.
Seahawks.
I picked the Bears because let's see. Erica got the Cowboys and vomiting. Wayne got them.
Oh,
You got the heifer hose as always.
Pepper Hose. I'm
the
gonna
Bears,
ban that Jake.
and Joe got the Cowgirls.
Hey,
You know,
Erica, you the only,
talking
you the
talking
only.
about the Cowgirls. Um, I have a friend who is a diehard Cowboys fan. Well, I know a couple diehard Cowboys fans, but I have one who might be interested in as a guest one night.
I didn't see Trey. What happened to Trey? Trey didn't come back.
Man, that's on y'all. Nobody told me to invite the brother, man.
Huh?
I got it. You know, I don't want to. You ain't tell me to invite the brother.
Oh, it's up to you, bro. He can come on. My thing was, I thought we needed to do a wellness check on it. Like, but they won.
Oh, yeah, we did. All right, I'll definitely make sure.
We did win, and yo, Wayne, bring your Cowboy fan on there too, so he can have some support. So he
All
won't
right,
feel so bad.
I'll bring it up. I'll mention it to him, see if he wants to come on.
Yeah. So he can have some support. There's another brother at work, Mr. Joseph. He's a Commanders fan, and so
Yeah.
I told him
Oh,
about it. He's probably watching the show. Joe, if Mr. Joseph, if you're out there watching the show, man, look, come on. I gave you the link too, also. So come on, hang out with us. Where's Erica? Erica gone? Where'd she go to?
oh.
We missing Erica. Erica the dip set it on us. But yeah, when I look at our picks and I see how we won't really separate until I think week 5. Like when we really know these teams. Like I'm be honest, Philadelphia's offensive coordinator is pissing me off. He's pissing me off. Um, it seems like this year is going to be one of those years where they're trying to make this NFC East tight. And San Francisco, I ain't gonna lie, San Francisco's schedule looks so favorable. I mean, but if Brock Purdy's not there, uh, that's gonna kind of hurt y'all a little bit. But I think y'all can survive the storm with the schedule that y'all have.
See, and that's what I was about to say. I was going to ask this question, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and I want your honest opinion, both of you gentlemen. Right now, honestly, not fandom, football fans, not Eagle fans, Niner fans, football fans. Is anybody in the NFC scaring you right now? Like, do any of them look? No, what I mean by anyone, I'm talking Eagles, Giants, Cowboys. Do any of them look like Super Bowl contenders right now?
No, there's one team that's scaring me. That's the Green Bay Packers.
Look like a Super Bowl contender. Do any 4 of teams, and including the Eagles, do any of them look like a Super Bowl caliber team right now?
You talking about NFC East?
Yes, I'm sorry. I meant to say the NFC East.
Oh no, none of them do. None of them do.
That's this. I don't know why everybody is trying to people letting their fandom get in the way of honest football. It's like we got to wake up and recognize right now, and as we always say, the first 4 weeks is typically around week 4, week 5, teams start coming together. All right, so we're gonna look at it like that. But I don't understand this mindset that some team is just standing out. Okay, you can be 2-0. Now, the 2-0 helps because if you do lose one or both of these next 2 games for the Eagles per se, if you do lose 1 or 2 of these next couple of games, let's say the Giants is able to pull it out against the Chiefs, right? Or the Commanders and the Cowboys are able to win their next 2. That helps, and it just keeps it close until everyone figures out who they are. But that makes sense. But my point is, right now, let's be honest. From what we saw, if we saw what we saw from the Eagles in any other team, we'd be like, man, please, y'all got lucky. Everybody would say that. But because they won a Super Bowl, they're getting the benefit of the doubt. Right now, nobody in this division looks like world beaters. because the Giants had the command, could have beat the Commanders. They kept being in the red zone, couldn't finish the job. The Eagles could be 0-2 right now. The Cowboys could be 0-2 right now. You see what I'm saying? It's like stood out.
This is what I'm gonna say. What's the title of our podcast? Fans only sports talk. That means fans. We are fans. Fans can think any which way about their team according to how they feel. We're not analysts. We're not pros. We're fans. And so what does fans do? Fans usually stick to their team and back their team and be fanatics. The difference between fans and people that are sportscasters don't care. Like, they do have a team, but they go on the side of logic. They go on the hold on, let me finish. Their logic is statistics and comparisons. All right. The same thing that they did the quarterback list is they moved the bar here and there. So as fans, what we do is, oh, my team is the best. Nobody can be. We just won the Super Bowl. Yeah, we the best team because we won the Super Bowl. Okay. I'm gonna need y'all to calm down because here's the thing. There's a word called delusional, and so when you see Cowboys, and this is what I gotta tell all my Eagles fans, please. I'm an Eagles fan, but I'm a realistic Eagles fan. And most Eagles fans are realistic. That's why you hear us booing our own team. Like, what the hell is going on? So, I mean, but in all actuality, when you look at Philadelphia's last two games, yeah, there were some mistakes made and the defense showed up. JC didn't play. He's out of shape. This is all the things that they didn't recognize during the preseason because they didn't play the preseason. So that's why I believe what Kai is saying. It's going to take week 5, week 6, so we can really establish. And even Jalen Hurts said himself to the media, he said, we haven't got an identity yet. So he's like, and then he told the media, he was like, we can't go off of last year's team because we don't have the same people as last year. So he's like, this is a new season. This is a new team. We have to do things different. And so we have to find an identity. So right now, when you look at any team in the NFC East, Cowboys is trying to find themselves. Giants is trying to see what they have. The Commanders is just trying to stay healthy. Philadelphia, they haven't passed. They didn't have a passing touchdown yet. So this is growing pains. The only team that is frightening me right now, or I'm looking at, is Green Bay coming out the gate playing the way that they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're only going to get stronger. They're going to get stronger throughout the season. So when you say in the NFC, who's the team that scares you the most, who's keep on driving down the field and their defense is showing up, it's Green Bay.
Do you know they don't have their top 3 receivers?
Yeah, I know.
I was like, dude, I didn't realize that they Watson were down that much.
Yeah, Watson's not there, and that's what I'm saying. You Watson, see how they're
dude. That's crazy.
And they're balling. Like, Jordan Love is looking like the second coming of Aaron Rodgers over there. And you look at how he's set up and how their schedule is set up. Green Bay last year had the problems of beating teams that was over 500 consistently. They'll win one here and there. But if you look at Green Bay now, they're so formidable. Other teams is looking at them like, damn, we got to go against them. With Michael Parsons now. Come on, man.
And you talking linebacker is number 56 is nice.
And then you talking about their running back. running the ball the way he's doing, that offensive line doing what they're doing, hands down right now, if you had a list of every team right now in the NFL, Green Bay is in the top 3 because of what they've done in the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
And I'm an Eagles fan saying that.
Yeah, and Green Bay, they won convincingly.
Yeah.
They were really convincing on both sides of the ball. So Green Bay, they're a dangerous team right now.
Like right now, the most dangerous teams that you've seen were Green Bay, the Rams, because they're 2-0 too. They look formidable. But of course, we all know how the quarterback is. We know he's one shot away. But I did pick them to win y'all division, except if he hurt his back. But it's like him and then Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay, they still got it.
Tampa Bay to me is like one of those teams that can get to the playoffs, but they can't finish. They can get to the second round of the playoffs, but can't finish.
Yo, he's starting to look like he's starting to become a Dak Prescott. What's his name? The quarterback.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker, yeah. See, Baker, he can get you one win in the playoffs. That's all. It's like Baker, like I got you for one. Y'all got to carry for the rest of them.
Yeah,
I can get you one.
And I thank the Commanders because Commanders knocked two of the best teams out last year. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which we struggled with, and the Lions, who was formidable teams. Everybody wanted to see Philadelphia and the Lions, which I thought Philadelphia was going to win that Lions game. It would have been a shootout.
But the Lions was hurt. They couldn't stop nobody.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would have been a shootout because due to the fact that Jared Goff is going to sling that ball, bro. And they know how to, and this is the thing that Philadelphia doesn't do. They put their wide receivers on linebackers. They know how to scheme things up where those wide receivers is getting yardage.
But they're everywhere. They don't stand in one spot and say, "Oh, there he is, right there. Let's just stay right there." Y'all sit Smith right here. Okay, we know where Smith is. He's right there. We know where Brown is. He's right there. And you just do that. These guys got Amon-Ra everywhere. They got Williams going everywhere. Williams in the backfield at running back. They got Amon-Ra on the edge, in the slot on that side. They got him doing. Come on, man.
But not only that, it goes back to what we were talking about. Wayne, we were talking about this. We were talking about how not only they stay still, they run the motion, and he's already taking the steam ahead, and he's running down the field. So that defensive back can't adjust because he's already in motion.
Or that linebacker, like you just said.
That's right.
Because he came out of there so fast, the linebacker had to pick him up because there's no corner there.
That's it. And so I wish Philadelphia would look at some of those kind of plays because you got the wide receiving core. I know that what's his name? Dallas Goedert is back for this game because he's a ram killer. I don't know why they keep him open so much, but he's a ram killer. My thing is, it shouldn't just take Dallas Goedert when you got so many different weapons. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to do something different. That's why I said I don't want to see no damn bubble screen. I don't want to see, and you have a running back in Saquon Barkley that you can use, which I like what they did. They put Saquon out as a wide receiver, but you didn't use him. You just used him as, bait and didn't pass him the ball.
Hold up.
Yep.
Wait, did you see how the Niners used McCaffrey last week?
They used him all over the field.
Exactly.
They had to.
And tell me, why is it that Saquon can do everything McCaffrey can do?
He sure can.
Hands out this world. Everybody else is sending their running backs out on receiver routes. Jones, remember Jones in week 1? That's how they beat the Falcons, wasn't it? When the Vikings came back, the Falcons they were playing? When the Vikings came back in that fourth quarter?
I think so.
and Jones caught that touchdown pass. That was because if you really think about it, that was because they put their running backs in position to score. I don't know what's up with the Eagles. They don't use him in the passing game like they should. They don't use Saquon like they should in the passing game. Oh, the Bears. Yeah, that was against the Bears when because they sent Jones out on that route and Jones caught a long one like he was a wide receiver.
Yeah, and when you look at Philadelphia, it's just like their schemes is not. It's just so basic. Stop putting them on the island by themselves and be like, okay, go against the corner and win against the corner. They're not playing one man to man. The only time they're playing man to man is when the blitz is coming. And so, if that's the case, you're going to have to scheme up some things because A.J. Brown said it just as clear in the locker room. He said they kept doubling. They're playing the zone, and they got one over top of him. And so Jalen is not going to fit that ball in between two players. He's not going to do it. He's just not. And so his thing is all about timing routes. When I look at Green Bay, I see efficiency. When I look at the Lions, I see efficiency. When I look at even Buffalo, I see efficiency. Like they're moving up and down the field. The Ravens, they're moving up and down the field. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, even if you watch the Chiefs, they put their receivers in place to get open. Like, because remember, the boy just kept dropping them. He was in place to be open because they knew that their thing is we're going to scheme you open if you can't get open. That's what coaching is. Yes, you are going to go against teams who are not going to allow you to run or who are not going to just let you line up and go straight up the field against us. No, we got people who can stop you man to man. We got people who can stop you. We can double your best receiver. So if that's the case, scheme them open.
That's it. And that's what the Rams do with Puka Nacua too.
And but now they got what's his name too?
Devontae Adams.
So they're scheming these brothers open.
Yeah. And that's the thing that I think you need to have a offensive coordinator that's going to scheme open these guys. Is A.J. Brown one of the best wide receivers? Yes, he is. But you don't have to make things difficult for him all the damn time. Make it make sense, man. Yo, let me run on this inside and let this linebacker follow me. You know what I'm saying? Put me up in the tight end position so I could go against a linebacker. Put me up where I can hit a seam route where the tight end is supposed to be. Let me hit that seam route against one of the safeties.
The Eagles part is you run a too high safety. You take all your court. They're scared of the too high safety. That's the problem with the Eagles. This guy, every time they go too high safety, they get scared of it and they try to play away from it, so they want to go short.
Yeah. And somebody said it just as clear.
He was about to say something. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Wayne.
No, I was going to say this third, utilizing the same way they do with Debo.
Yes. Bro. Debo has been balling these first 2 weeks. Why? Because they're getting him open. They're using that man in the backfield. They got him in zone. They got him motioning. They doing everything with him. They got this man looking like a fullback. Come on, man. And then next thing you know, he out there catching one.
There you go. And the Eagles have a weapon on their team too. The boy Cooper, that's built like Debo said. He balled out during the preseason. And they was like, yo, and A.J. Brown even said this. He's like, y'all need to watch out for that boy Cooper because this kid is something special. Now, it ain't no use of having all this talent when you don't use them. That's all I'm saying. You know, you got to scheme these people open. When you look at the Niners, they scheme their people open. There's no Brock Purdy, but they scheme those guys open. There's, Brandon Ayuk. They scheme them open. Make the job easier instead of making it so damn hard for the wide receivers. And that's why I think right now Green Bay is that team to beat. They scheme their people open. Like Kai said, two of their starting wide receivers are out. And they're still winning. Impressively winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part.
So
Because they
that's
ain't got
all.
that rookie still ain't even used to the NFL yet.
No, no.
If Golden gets used to the NFL, man, it's going to be a problem.
Yes.
Christian's about to be back soon. Christian
Mhm.
Watson about to be back soon. And you got to think about it. What Reed's out for 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. So he comes back off IR. You get a healthy Christian Watson, and then you got Golden. Ain't nobody paying Golden no mind because he's a young boy. They're gonna put their third corner on him, and he gonna eat you alive.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. People better start getting their heads out their butts. Green Bay look like they're gonna be a problem when they get healthy. They already a problem and they're not healthy. That's crazy.
Most definitely.
And Josh
That's
Jacobs is balling.
yes. 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 And when you look at those guys and you look at Green Bay, they were just a couple of, injuries, non-injuries away from actually doing well in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? When they went against us, they gave us a battle. I mean, we beat them by 10, but look how long it took us to get to 20, 20 something points. And remember, Jalen Hurts was hurt, so that was his first game back against Green Bay. And Green Bay stood their own for a while until, they start losing players getting injured. So you look at that, that's the only team right now. If you ask me, it's something brutal. I forgot to talk about something because Kai said he wanted to see it for himself, so I didn't talk about it. I hope Kai saw it, saw the fight. Did you see the fight, Kai?
I still didn't see it, man. My week was crazy.
Oh, did you see the fight, Wayne?
No, I didn't.
I saw the fights leading up to it, but I was tired. Y'all know I get up early to work out, so
Wayne. Well, all I'm gonna say is I like Crawford. Crawford is a hell of a boxer, for one. For two, my thing about him is he's so classy about it. Because after he won the belts and did his interview, he wound up giving the belts back to Cano. And he's like,
Yeah, I saw that part. I saw that. I just
I don't
saw
even
film
know
of.
why.
so he did. He told Stephen A. why. He's like, those are his belts. He's like, my belts are going to be specially made for me because Cano's belts was specially made for him. He has his pictures on the belts and everything, and he's like, no, he can have his belts because they were
Nice.
specially made for him. He's like, mine is going to be specially made for me. He's just so classy, you know what I'm saying?
Respect.
And even
I like that.
and no hard feelings. I mean, he may do for entertainment purposes, but they said that he may be better than Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather. What's your thoughts?
All right, so let's call it what it is. For a while there, Floyd picked and choose his battles. He didn't fight like. See, we remember true warriors. I would never as a boxer. I give Floyd all the props in the world. He was a boxer, but to me, he was never a warrior. I would never put him up there with Muhammad, Mike Tyson, or any of those guys because those guys were warriors. They will fight whoever, and if you beat them, they're going to try to fight you again. But this dude, he pick and choose his spots. The one boy who almost beat him, who was what was the boy? Zab Judah. Was it Zab Judah?
I don't know.
I think it was Zab Judah who was like fast. And that John went and he went, but you ever notice he don't fight people again. Like, especially when people give him like battles, he ain't fighting them again. And he know because he knows, all right, I lose to you, I'm going to figure you out. But in his mind, it's like he was smart enough And I give him that credit. He was smart enough to know if I fight that man again, he's gonna knock my ass out. And that's where I feel like I can't respect him for that. Because let's look at Holyfield. He will fight you again. Even Lennox Lewis would fight you again. You know what I'm saying? Most of these guys will give you another shot. I don't see him giving people more shots. To me, I'm like, come on, okay, you won it, but you're not a warrior because you pick and choose. You fight like once every 2 years and stuff. I can't respect that. These dudes battling. What was the Macho Camacho? What was the other Spanish bull, Mexican bull? What was his name?
Pacquiao.
No,
Manny
not
Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, Filipino.
What are you talking about? Tiger?
No, what is his name? He was like great for a long time. It was a Mexican boy. Dang.
I know.
And he fought everybody.
Mexican boy.
He was like, I think he was a middleweight.
I
don't know why I can't forget his name.
I see his face, but I can't get his name.
I know. But anyway,
he was a pretty boy, wasn't he?
No, he was not a pretty boy. He was an actual baller. He went ham on people. I don't even think my man can speak English.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm looking for the greatest middleweight.
Duran.
Yes, Roberto Duran.
Roberto Duran.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see,
I remember him.
They're saying that about Crawford because he went from different weight classes and he fought the best. He asked for the best, and he won against them, and he's the first to win in those weight classes. And he's what, 30? He'll be 38 years old. And they were asking, is he going to retire? And he's like, he's going to think about it. I mean, at that day and age, I would love for him to just retire and be on top.
No, I'm sorry. I got Julio Cesar Chavez. Come on, man.
Yeah, I remember him too.
For everybody.
Yeah.
He was excuse me. I have to go and bring in my what was the movie? Chris Tucker, when the Asian boy said to him, I'm no punk bitch. He was no punk bitch. Excuse my language, people. Julio would fight anybody. That man was a warrior. And let's be honest, if you want to show people a man who could take a punch and give one, man who was not afraid of a fight, he was him.
He was, because you know what?
Yep.
Nobody wanted to punch Julio in that forehead. It seemed like his forehead was just hard as I don't know what.
Yeah.
That forehead was hard, man.
Yeah, man.
But when you look at some of the boxers that's out there, when y'all get a chance, look, it's on Netflix. Go ahead and watch that fight.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch it.
Because there's some blows that this kid took that he should have been knocked out. That's not Crawford, but the other kid. So
Canelo.
Yeah, Canelo should have been knocked out. Like when you turn somebody's head the opposite way, that's supposed to be a knockout. And so that means he can take a punch. This is all for F.O.S.T. Wayne, do you have anything that you want to end off at?
Anything to end off with? Let's go Niners. 3-0. Be on top of the NFC West.
Right there with the Rams.
Yep.
No 3-0 for the Rams, baby. No 3-0 for the Rams. Rams going to taste that defeat this week. Just want to put out there, this is F.O.S.T. Fans Only Sports Talk. I'm sorry, Kai, do you have anything that you want to say?
No, I just tell everybody, hey, enjoy the sport. Please, people, do not take this too serious. This is not your life. We have too many people out here arguing, ready to fight over people who who are out here playing a children's game, getting paid millions of dollars to do it.
That's it.
Like,
Mm,
we all enjoy it.
That's
If
it.
you are watching this, I always got to take it from a mental health standpoint. If you are watching games and you feel yourself getting to a point where you can't, a point of no return of anger, distress, because watching that game, turn it off.
Yeah.
Because you are not going to be any good to anyone, especially if you have a family. We don't need you taking your problems out on your family. Out here gambling, betting on these games. Your best bet sometimes don't watch it,
That's it.
because it maybe help you better. Because if you're watching it and you know you got money on it, now you're taking stuff out on your kids or your wife. No, or your husband, because there are a lot of women out here who gamble these days. Don't do it. You
That's
know,
it.
this is just a game.
there's help.
Exactly. There's
Gambling,
1-800.
Anonymous.
Hey, do it. But please, please, please do not take this too serious. This is not your life. I understand we fans are short for fanatics, but we
That's
have
it.
to understand that you have lives out here. Don't make this sports thing your life. Get out there, enjoy life. Don't just exist, live.
And that's for all the
Amen.
Cowboy. That's for all the Heifer fans out there. That's definitely for y'all. I know y'all on your high right now, but listen to Brother Kyle. On a political standpoint, I'm gonna be brief with this because I don't want to be kicked off the air for saying anything that's derogatory or people that's living in the United States. All right, it's time for us to be woke. Okay, it's really time for us to be woke. I wouldn't do my due diligence if I didn't tell you that we are turning the page back again. Instead of moving forward, we are moving backwards. And what I mean by that is freedom of speech is no longer freedom of speech anymore. We seen some things happen with this Charlie Kirk situation where other people has expressed their opinions about his assassination and they were removed from their jobs. Um, we see that some talk show hosts can't talk about the president without being removed from their jobs. Um, this is the start of dictatorship. We need to understand where we are in America and how we need to battle through this. We need to start looking at our candidates now. We need to start looking at what legislations is being signed, what bills are being signed, because we are totally in the dark. Um, because we're seeing that they only tell us what they want to tell us. They only let us know what they want us to know. They only program us the way they want us to be programmed. And so let's get woke. Let's get woke, from sports to real life to don't be so entertained that you don't know what's going on in your community and in the United States.
Yeah.
Please, people,
Pay it, yeah.
be woke.
Pay attention to the man behind the curtain.
That's it. That's it.
I like that. My man went to Dorothy. Pay attention to a man behind the curtain.
That's it.
Oh,
Hmm.
my man went classic.
Yep.
Man, we old.
You're right. We are old.
Man, we old. My man went there with the old school. Dang. I know if they under 40, they like, what's that?
But thank y'all for watching F.O.S.T. That stands for Fans Only Sports Talk. You can hear us or you can see us on YouTube, Facebook. We're on iHeartRadio. We're on Amazon Music. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Play. We are trying to get on TikTok and the other streamlinings of trying to get to that 100K. If we can get to that 100K, you can start seeing us everywhere. I thank those that has been watching and showing love to F.O.S.T. We just are elated. We try to do what we can do to just get this information out there. We're not only just fans, but we have We got counselors here. We have Wayne and Wayne. What you do again? You did counseling too.
I work in we could say social services. I try to help families be reunited with their children who've been removed.
So we have some classy men and women here on FOST. Just because we act the fool, that don't mean not educated. And we love to hear your response. So, with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful evening. Check us out next week on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. You can see FOST Fans Only Sports Talk Splash, and you can see us all together next Saturday at 6:30 or 6 o'clock p.m. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.